I am so excited today we finally get to make Huevos Rancheros, my absolute favorite. And I hope you like it too. Let's take a look at the things we're going to need. We have the beans that we made the other day. And we also have homemade Pico de Gallo. I use corn tortillas. Don't like flour, they just taste kind of pasty in the mouth. And then you can get this anywhere, a Mexican blend shredded cheese. And probably one of the most unique ingredients in this whole dish is a peach mango salsa. You heard right, peach mango salsa. Now, you can get it most anywhere. I don't know if you can see that or not. But if you can't find it, you can use a salsa of your choice. But if you're lucky enough to find the peach mango salsa, you're gonna love it. All right, today I'm making 2 servings. And there's 2 eggs per serving. I've already got them cracked because let's face it, watching somebody crack eggs, just not that much fun. All right, we've got the pan preheated and I'm going to go ahead and spray it with a little bit of Pam here. While I've got my Pam handy, I'm also going to spray the 2 baking dishes that I'm going to use. Now, I used to use a pan, but since I only have 1 pan today, the rest are dirty, I'm going to be using these, and I'll show you what for. We take the corn tortillas, and I'm going to lay them into the dishes, just like that. I'm just covering it, so in this case, I'm using 4 corn tortillas. All right. Layer this one. Again, remember, I'm making 2 servings today. 1 for myself and 1 for my beautiful camera person. The next thing we do is we take the beans we made the other day and we're going to cover the tortillas with the beans. Sounds to me like our oven is ready. In case you're wondering, you want to set your oven for 350 degrees. Okay, 350, if you notice, is almost the same for a lot of things. Almost everything. Very few things are hotter than that. Unless, of course, you're doing like Oretta potatoes or something. Then they usually do it at 425. First thing I'm going to do is spread the beans. You may have to hold some of your tortillas down so they don't escape from you. But I've preheated the beans. The reason I did that, of course, is so that they're a little bit easier to spread. I try and cover as much of the tortilla as I can because after all, this is going to go into the oven, again at 350 degrees, and whatever is on the side will become hard as far as the tortilla is concerned. We don't want to bake it to where it's too crispy. Of course, I don't know, maybe you like it crispy. You know, you can pretend it's a tortilla chip under there, right? There's something. I'm doing that soft voice again, aren't I? Just like Bob Ross. Look at this little corner here. It's missing a bean. But it's your beans. You can do what you want. Never mind, I gotta stop doing that. People are gonna think I'm nuts. And then there are those that already know I'm nuts. Right? Almost got it spread out. This one's giving me a hard time. It doesn't want to spread easy for me. Story of my life. This is probably the most unconventional Huevos Rancheros recipe, but I guarantee you, you're gonna love it. Are you ready? Let's do the salsa. Look at that. That is some delicious salsa. I'm using a fork so we leave a lot of the juices behind because we don't really want to lock this up with a lot of juice. It doesn't need to have that much juice. Again, we're gonna spread it around. I think we got plenty on there. Wouldn't you agree? All right. Next, I'm gonna fry up some eggs. Let me get rid of this. Okay, off to the sink. Now, I've already cracked my eggs over by the sink because I don't like to crack them on the side of the pan and get the goop all over the stove, which, you know, even after so many years of cooking, I still do. So I'm going to do it like this. I've got it set at a less than medium-low heat, and I'm going to pour these in. You'll notice that it is pretty much turned white already. Again, simple rule of cooking, always make sure your pan is hot before you add your food. Now, I'm going to keep these sunny side up because I'm going to let the oven do the rest of the job, but they'll be ready to put on top of the dish when they start sliding around freely. They're almost there. You can see I pick it up a little bit, and you gotta love a non-stick pan. Almost ready. All right, the eggs are ready. You can see that they're sliding around in the pan real nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it there. And since I am doing 2 servings, I'm gonna go ahead and do another pair of eggs. For the huge studio audience that we have today that will be joining us for breakfast, and in this case it's actually going to be dinner. So we'll set that back, give it a couple of seconds to get up to temperature, and pour the eggs in. Once again, you'll notice, if you can see from there, the eggs have already started to turn white, so it doesn't take long. But I recommend a medium-low heat. Right now, we've got low, medium, high, and I've got it set to 3. So that way it's not too hot. The reason I do that, I don't want the eggs to bubble up and get all that crispy cellophane, as I call it on the site. I want them nice and clean. All right, our second set of eggs are done. And we're going to set them out real nice and gentle. Ta-da! Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a generous amount of cheese on there. Again, this is the Mexican blend, store brand, yes. Harris Teeter should pay me to do this. They don't. I want you to know that, they don't. Nobody pays me to do any of this. But we do offer affiliate links on all of our videos, so that if you decide, you can get the same things we use here in the kitchen, all of the cooking utensils and whatnot, and we do earn a commission if you decide to join us. All right, is that enough cheese? No? More cheese over here. And I'm told more cheese, so I'm guessing whose this one is going to be. As if I don't know. And you know what? I think I'll put some more cheese on this one too. Ready? Just so we don't cheat this one. I'm trying not to cover too much the yolk that still hasn't, or not the yolk, but the whites that still haven't cooked completely. And now, the Pico de Gallo. The Pico de Gallo goes on cold, and it goes on after this comes out of the oven. That way, it's a beautiful, different texture, and it really excites your mouth because you've got both the hot and the cold, and it's crunchy, and it's soft, and it's earthy, and it's just freaking delicious. Let me put these in the oven. Again, the oven is at 350. Alexa, set timer, 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
We're going to check it in 15 minutes to make sure that they are done, but usually that's what it takes, 15 minutes. We'll check it. All right, it is now time to take them out of the oven. Actually, I'm going to leave one in there a little bit longer because my producer likes her eggs firm. I like mine just a bit on the runny side, and that's just me. But they're good and hot. Take a look at that. Looks delicious, doesn't it? All right, now I'm going to attempt to take this out. Sometimes this works for me, and other times it's like, forget it. So we're going to try. I think we're going to be lucky today. Ready, set, go. Yeah. Look at that. Now, remember what I told you about the Pico de Gallo going on last? Here we go. Watch this. This is going to look so good. This Pico de Gallo has a little bit of heat to it because we put in some extra jalapeno peppers. But believe me, between the cold and the hot and the crunchy and the soft and the earthy taste. I'm trying to remember what that was called. Umami, was that what it was called? Am I right? Wow, okay. Not bad for a guy whose memory is going. I keep forgetting to take my memory pills. We're going to pull the other one out of the oven here in just a minute. All right, we got the second one out of the oven and we're ready to plate it up, as they say. Let's see if we can just do it like this. Is that going to work? Oh my goodness, yes. Look at that. Love it. I love it. Now we do the decoration, or garnish, or whatever you want to call it. But remember that the difference in flavors and temperatures is really going to be kind of exciting in your mouth. And I mean that in the best of ways. Everything here that you see in front of you, by the way, is from Amazon, including the spatula here. Well, no, these aren't. We found these at a Dollar Tree and we couldn't resist them because coffee is very much a part of our lives. Anyhow, the plates we thought were very nice, very chic looking, but not overdone, not too fancy, and very affordable. The entire set was under 60 bucks. God, I feel like I'm working at, Home Shopping Network. This is different. I like different. I don't have silverware. I have blackware. Beautiful, shiny black, again from Amazon. And my wife picked out the placemat. She loves these because they look different. Let's see if it'll work on camera. I don't know. If I spin it around, look at that. It looks different. And if you flip it over, it's completely different. Okay, there we go. That was exciting. And this, believe it or not, I also got a whole set of these from Amazon. Very handy because you can store lots of things. I cut my fruit up in it. I put my cantaloupes in it, my watermelon. I also put my beans in it. You just name it. We can use it to put a whole bunch of stuff. But right now, we're going to enjoy breakfast. And as always, for cooking with a flannel shirt, thank you very much.